I'm really excited, so I'm happy. If every win gives confidence, so I'm happy. If every win gives confidence, so I'm happy. So they always support us very good, so I'm happy. Yeah, I think it was a good performance and very important. It's always important to win.
Are you feeling the support from the fans?
Of course, it's not difficult to feel it. Yeah, it's unbelievable, the atmosphere in the stadium. So I'm happy. So I'm happy. So I'm happy. Always when we come here into the stadium and the fans are our 12 men, and of course we have to use this advantage here in our stadium, and also a lot of fans, like I heard, will follow us to the away matches. So I think it's a very important weapon this season for us. So I'm happy. So I'm happy.
I love that. So I'm happy.
Yeah,
Looks
man,
like
the guy talks smooth, man. He's like I don't know. He's like a well-dressed Terminator.
Something silky smooth like mayonnaise on toast.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy too, Roger, for sure. Well, Kev in the chat. Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, the guy, like, I know we just jumped right into it real quick, but damn, the guy just breeds confidence, doesn't he? Like, you just watching him on the side, just, kind of analyzing things, not going crazy, like keeping composure, just kind of like doing, his job, It's nice to see a guy go about his job with that kind of class. I mean, and that's what Benfica kind of prides themselves on is class, right? It's true. And to have a guy like that, Jesus Christ, it's really great.
That was good, man. That was good. Would you want to start off with the behind the scenes thing? I don't know what we're going on here. Hey Mario, can you yes, you can always kiss it. Hey, that was actually mayonnaise on toast. Yeah, let's the theme of today, just today, because given what's happened, is gonna be mayonnaise. Yeah. There is a backstory to it that may or may not come out at some point during the show.
Those were the behind the scenes. Those are the behind the scenes things that we were discussing, and we'll definitely touch on those things later on in the show.
At some point,
it's gonna happen.
It's just the way it goes. Just it goes.
Yeah.
My God. So we got a decent result.
Side of mayo. I just noticed.
You didn't notice that? The man loves mayo.
No. That's good stuff, brother. That's good stuff.
The guy's like mayo and everything. You know how you're sick, Alex? You know what fixes your sickness? A little mayo medicine.
Yeah, man.
Actually, I haven't tried that shit.
I appreciate it, man. I'm feeling a lot better. I missed a PSG game, man. I was in bed watching that shit with a pillow, with a body pillow. So yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. I'm feeling a lot better. After a big win like that today, I can run through a wall. So I'm ready to go.
No, it's gonna be good, man. There's so much coming up right now. Like with Benfica, we're gonna focus obviously on the game today, but it's hard to not talk about the match schedule this month. We're going away to Paris. We already kind of start off the month with the big bang, which was the PSG. Well, started with Vitória, which was a disappointing bang of the draw, but then PSG, the draw there, then Rio Ave. But partway through the month, we got Porto, we got Tasso, we got PSG in France, you got Juventus, you got everything right now. It's a huge month right now for the club.
Yeah, they couldn't be in better form, right?
I'd say the draw with PSG turned out to be a disappointing one, especially how you played.
First 15 minutes, I'd say. Yeah, I don't know how we didn't come away with a goal before. I know I wasn't here for that, but that first 15 minutes was crazy. Like just watching Benfica kind of, I think we're all used to, the Portuguese coach kind of going there to sit back, You know,
Yeah.
not like, and I made a tweet today, not just park the bus, but like pull the e-brake on that bitch. You know what I mean? Full emergency brake kind of style. And it was nice to see them kind of go, you know, start throw some jabs, man. It's like bounce around the ring a little bit, you know, and that was really cool to see.
One thing hasn't stopped since PSG game is when Neymar's crying. That guy has been crying so much.
You been crying about us?
Oh yeah. Doesn't stop crying about Benfica, this and that. I tell you, like the Arab owner of PSG, you know what I mean? Like one issue they have in the Middle East, it's a very arid area and they need a lot of like water and hydration. The amount of tears from Neymar that he's getting at PSG, he's going to be bottling that shit and shipping it down to Dubai and Qatar and all those areas. Just the guy does not shut up with his tears. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, I think too. You know, now that you say that, and you know the show Little Portugal in Paris and stuff, and then the comment in the chat, Benfica win in Paris. You know, I think PSG is gonna feel. I think Benfica is like that team where they're gonna really feel them in their home stadium. You know what I mean? Like you already feel Benfica fans when they're away. Like you can hear them on the TV, no matter which channel you're watching, whether you're watching on Paramount Plus or Sport TV or whatever you're watching it on. You hear them Benfica fans, and in Paris. Whew, shit. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be lit.
The flares are coming out. Yeah, the flares are coming out. Imagine. I can't wait to see Neymar kicking flares off of his own pitch. So that's gonna be fun to see.
Olá, Ismael. Olha teu amigo Luís. Nosso amigo.
Fala,
meu amigo. The one thing also, which is interesting, just to kind of go PSG's mindset, they were a little nervous about Messi. You know, he's fit to play. But to be safe, they decided to bench him this weekend because they want to make sure he's fully healthy against Benfica. They don't want to take any risks of not being ready for Benfica. So they are definitely taking this match seriously. We gave them a wake-up call at the Luge. And like, we got to make sure we rest some guys who we got to bring our finest to face Benfica. And that's a compliment in itself, man. That's the fact they got the money and the talent they got, and they got to bring their A game to hope for a win. So
yeah, no one's going to tell me they didn't bring their A game to the Luge. No one's gonna tell me, that they took you guys, they didn't take you guys seriously. No, I'm not gonna hear that. And I'm just I'm just piggybacking on Mario. You know, I'm just piggybacking on that. Nobody. I mean, if they're gonna do that now, I mean that sounds to me like they weren't doing that in the Luge. And nah, you're not taking that. Nobody, not you, Mario. I'm just saying nobody's taking that away
but
from
they like even what Kevin said. Like I'm looking at their lineup now. They benched Neymar also. They're resting guys like for their game right now. They're playing.
Yeah, of course you got to rest guys because they're playing a Farmers League. They don't need those guys.
It's still 0-0. I hope they lose today. I hope they drop.
We need to take them more seriously. I think next time.
Yeah. I think in a way. I think in a way it's only natural for them to rest those guys because, like, I'm sorry, but like a team like that in France or in that league, Ligue 1, if they don't win the league, it's shambles. Like when Lille, everybody was congratulating Lille. I get that. Yeah, no, fair enough. Like I don't take anything from Lille.
Oh no, it was an embarrassment to PSG. The money they spent.
You spend that much money and you can't win the French league. Wow.
Yeah.
You know, it's bad enough they can't even make it to a final and be, you know,
that's what I was gonna say.
You look at City, you look at like even Liverpool, you look at all these budgets. Yes, they have good teams. Not taking that away from them. And then you look at PSG and they struggle to well, I'm not saying the group stages, but they struggle to even implement themselves in Europe when they have that much money invested. And I'll say it again, that much money invested.
Mm.
And they had good managers as well. They can't say, we've been unlucky with managers. No, you had good coaches as well. You had everything apart from one thing, heritage. That's it. We have everything apart from heritage. Hey, guess what? You're drawing in 1-1 at the Luge, which for me is no embarrassment. In a way, I think it's an achievement for them because they don't. I'm sorry. Second half, give it to them. They were on top of us for most of it. But the first half, you put two of those, even three of those chances away. PSG would have been like, what? Like Rafa puts that one away, Gonzalo puts that first one away, and obviously our goal.
That first one,
that's 2-0 before it's even 1-0 for them.
Yeah. The other big thing also is not looking past PSG, but the fact is we had this really condensed tight schedule, and then that happens, and then it's Taça Portugal against Caldas, and with all due respect, Caldas Rainha, we're going to probably play our B team / bench players in that game, and then we get a full week before the match against Porto. And Porto also have, I forget the name of the team, but it's a smaller club also that they're facing. So, you got to make it through this grind, of PSG. And then you actually get a bit of a break after this week. So, 110%, leave nothing on the table. If the legs are hurting, just push it harder because you'll get a good bit of time to rest. You'll get the weekend to rest, and then you have a whole other week before you play again, which is a big game. Away. So it's
with the World Cup coming up, I'm really like watching, and this is funny because watching Portugal, I'm sitting there like, man, they left a lot. Yeah, I was like, they left a lot back in Portugal. They left a lot back there, and I hope they do again. Not that I'm rooting against Portugal because I'm not. I'm just saying, like I think I've heard it. I think Alfredo said it. Alfredo, I was listening to Benfica podcast one day. Alfredo said, "I just don't identify with the Portuguese team anymore. I just don't."
So spot on.
Yeah, man. And I can't get it out of my head now every time I watch him. So thanks, Alfredo, for that. I appreciate you ruining my fucking love for the national team. But I think it's true, though. I think we just I don't relate to them as much. The Ronaldo thing. I love Ronaldo. Don't get me wrong. What he did for Portugal, Portuguese people, Portuguese soccer, all that stuff. But I'm hoping. My point is I hope that we do continue to leave them in the back because Benfica have a lot on our plate coming up, and there's a lot of things that I want to accomplish. I want this team to accomplish moving forward, man. We got a lot of Tassas. I mean, I need a Tassa. I'm sorry, I just need one of them. I don't care which one it is. I need one of them. I need the league. You know what I mean? There's a couple things.
You want everything, man. You want to get as much as you can this year.
No, you want
bare minimum the Liga,
exactly.
some Tassas.
That's right.
And yeah, man, it's I'll say with the Seleção, not to bemoan it too much. Historically speaking, the federation has run a very poor operation. Us achieving something great is not the norm. We find ways of taking great talent like the golden generation. And if you go from the period of late 80s throughout the 90s, early 2000s, we under-delivered relative to the talent we had. And a lot of it was issues with the federation. There's been like confusão after confusão. And I think that's the same thing right now. It's like they do what they do best, which is make a drama out of anything else. One thing...
we were just touching on. I wanted to just touch on the World Cup because that's a break. Hopefully, that's coming up for our Benfica guys. Yeah. Guys like I hope we don't end up taking Antonio Silva. I hope the kid. I know he wants that for him. I know he wants that for him. I don't want to take away anybody's dreams. You know what I mean? I'm sure that's all of their.
But I tell you this, as soon as it starts,
that's not Rafa's dreams. Rafa's like, fuck that.
Yeah. Rafa gave up.
Like I'm done with this old bastard. I'm tired of the cigarette smoke. I'm done with it. Yeah. I'm cool.
Before we move on from the Seleção, the way I feel about the Seleção now, the Seleção is a chewing gum that I've been chewing for about 2 hours. Every now and then there's glimpses of what he used to taste like, but realistically, 90% of the time, it's a taste of nothingness. It's
right.
Shit.
It'll still blow a bubble. It still blows
it still blows a bubble every now and then. Yeah. You get a little bit of a glimpse, that little mint, that little like, oh yeah. But that's it. Like it's boring. You just.
I'm gonna be very honest right now. I agree with you guys.
If you take Ronaldo out, maybe I'll be like, you know what? Yeah. Not because I don't like Ronaldo. Yeah. Like. The national
there's
teams
other guys too. Though,
the thing is, the national teams, I always teams for the players that are in form. If you are in form, you play for the national team. Not because he used to play. The guy is not even playing for United. I love him. 2 bits. Fuck Messi. Viva Ronaldo. But like, bro, you're not playing right now. You shouldn't be starting. Maybe bench him. Okay, call him up.
He's a bench there, bench here.
Bench him.
And Felix was hurt that last go around. Felix was not trained right. We were less a striker.
I feel sorry about Felix, man.
But then what about Silva, right? Antonio, what's his name?
Ronaldo?
Adrian Silva, right? I mean, he's not as in form as he was. Yeah, but he's a solid guy. You know what I mean? Like I think, and we've won it without him. I'm just gonna say that. We've won it without him. So,
the people are speaking. Screw the Seleção.
Yeah, figuratively speaking, we won it without him.
Let's move on. Okay,
quickly.
We got a few people. Brazilian guy, Kevin.
Have you guys seen that Brazilian guy? Please tell me you've seen that Brazilian guy meme. Because se for a Seleção, isso me fica. Like, have you seen that? He's got a Brazilian top as well. This is in Brazil, and he's like, he says something like, Eu sou do Benfica, se for da seleção. But he's Brazilian. It's like, what
I
the
love
fuck?
it. I love it.
Like,
we're everywhere, man. We're everywhere.
Yeah, and we could get we like you said. Let's move on from that. But I'm saying it was just a break that Benfica's gonna hopefully gets. Even Gonçalo Ramos gets like a nice little break there in November, and then we get ready for to tune up and go into the. I guess we'd call it the second half after that, right?
Yeah. All right, time to break into the match. Just as back to the theme of the day mayonnaise. This is Luis after 4 o'clock. He gets his jug of mayonnaise and he's.
All right, 4:20 though. Hey, listen.
Yeah, exactly. just there we go. All right, so we got Benfica today. Benfica played one heck of a interesting match. Not a great match, an interesting match. I'm gonna say it that way. An amazing crowd, big turnout. What was the amount? Like
56,000.
Crazy number of people. 1 second. I think I'm gonna sneeze, but fuck it. Let's keep going.
Keep that in there.
Like it was gonna happen. I'm like, is this coming out or not?
Yeah, just give it a fucking. Like,
I was gonna share the starting 11. Then all of a sudden, this thing just like inflamed. But screw it. Let's just make this a little bigger for now, so that's so much probably fit. Sure. But yeah, we had an interesting lineup today. Finally, Schmidt did something we've been asking for, which is quite a bit of rotation. I'm happy to see that we're rotating for PSG because I think we can beat PSG. You remember a few years back when we were kind of using the Champions League as window dressing to bring out players that didn't play. We're just there to sell players. We're here to win it. We're here to hopefully come first in the group at the way we're playing, right? So he made some changes there. Which are quite big. Any surprises in the lineup that you guys saw, or do you want to like jump right to the line people are asking questions about? Or
I was not surprised, but I was happy to see Ristic play. I don't think I made a tweet. I think he snapped Grimaldo's 767 straight match streak because I don't remember the last time Grimaldo actually got an actual seat. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, if I had to dive deep, Tavares probably started for him, a couple seasons ago. But that doesn't count. I'm just saying this guy is actually a guy who can come in and actually do something, it turns out. So that's cool. And then Draxler, I was nice to see Draxler in the starting lineup. Turns out, and maybe not so much, but still nice to see him in there. And then Fred. I'm a big Fred, the Arsunas guy, Frederick. I'm a big fan of this dude, man. I think if it wasn't for Tino playing out of his fucking mind, I mean, there wouldn't be such a drop off between the two. But Tino's just so fucking great right now. I mean, you can't make sense. Yeah, can't make sense of sitting him for Fred. I'm just saying, there's not much of a drop off there.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's the same. Risic, very, very surprised to see him. Not much of a statement on Risic. More like Melo said. Like when was the last time Grimaldo didn't play? And I was surprised to see Draxler. I don't think he's done anything for this team to deserve a startup, like to be in a starting 11. So,
rotation wise,
I'm very, 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 very happy that he fucked up big time today because he's shit.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, I didn't think I seen enough of him to say that he was actually good or bad. I mean, there's a couple times he had the ball and I was like, oh, he still got that. He still got that. Whoop, whoop. He still got that a little bit. But I didn't see too much of him. I can't criticize a guy who wasn't there. You know what I mean? That's kind of fucked up.
Do you know that picture of him, like that video when he jumps off the plane and there's a guy at the airport going, "Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Oh, that's Draxler." Yeah, that was enough for me.
Yeah, no, he didn't have the greatest match. In terms of out of the 42 passes, 37 were complete, so 80% accuracy, but it wasn't like a challenging opponent in the midfield. Like it really wasn't. It was just, it was nothing to. I wasn't upset with the guy. Like I didn't think he had the worst game in the world, but he was far from a great player or a good player either. Like I just was like, I was more mad on him today.
I'll say this: Draxler can't have a good game with João Mario on the pitch. Does that make sense? Because Draxler is supposed to be doing what João Mario does for us right now, and I think João Mario, like, I'm so surprised with this guy sometimes. Like I talk so much shit about this dude at the beginning of the year, and you know what? He hasn't gotten better. he just stayed the same, and I respect that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I respect the consistency of João Mario. Like, I ain't gonna get good, but I'm not gonna be bad. I'm like, okay, all right, fuck it. I guess I'll take it.
He's good enough.
He's good enough. Yeah,
good enough.
Good enough.
I think it was.
I just think
it was amazing today.
In my mind,
he was good today.
In my mind, Draxler signing was like a direct signing for the João Mario. Like, João Mario wasn't doing enough maybe at that time, and maybe Roger was like, hey, I need another guy. But I think they're similar, I think, in the styles in which they want to play. So João Mario is kind of taking a lot of that from Draxler today, I think. I mean, I'm not a big, I'm not a manager or anything like that, but they're kind of the same kind of guy, yeah.
Although I would counterpoint what you said with Mario played for, I think he came out in the 72nd, 73rd minute.
Yeah.
And Draxler didn't offer more or less when João Mario wasn't there. I'm not like going against what you're saying. I'm just saying for those 20 minutes, João Mario wasn't there. On my entire life, I thought Draxler had come off as well. Until like, I think it was an 88th minute or whatever, that he appears on the left-hand side and receives the ball and puts it straight back to Antonio. And I'm like, who's that? 93. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's Draxler.
Yeah, the stats don't lie. 90 minutes played. And you kind of look at the heat map, and I was putting it here on the screen for everyone to see. And Draxler played 90 minutes. João Mario played 70 minutes, 71 minutes. And João Mario has a stronger heat map. Has touched the ball far more, did more passes, did a bit more work. Just across the board, there's no comparison. Like, João Mario.
I think you just go there. Look, possession lost 9 times.
Against Rio Ave.
I mean, like, I know the thing is, playing as safe as he was playing. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, playing in the middle as safe as he was playing, to lose the ball 9 times. Like, João Mario was having one-on-ones and playing on the wing. By the way, I'm not a huge fan of João Mario, by the way. I'm just saying, like, today, I think João Mario was incredible. I think he was slow when he needed to be, and he's never very fast. But there was a few times where he picked the right pass with a little bit more urgency than usual. I just think maybe I'm picking on the guy because I don't like him. I never liked him. But like, I don't know. I just didn't think he offered anything to this team. I think everyone today, apart from Odie, and again, Ash, because I don't think Odie had a good game, but I don't think he had the chance to have a good game, if that makes sense. But I think everybody on that team, Gilberto coming in after a month out or so, Antonio Tamendi, what we used to. I think everybody offered something to the team apart from Draxler.
You saw the score. You saw the Sofa score or the ratings. I mean, he's only 5'9". Everybody's 7. Everybody's high 7s today.
Yeah,
you're right. Absolutely right.
Was he 5'9"? I thought it was 6'9". Sorry,
5'9". No, 5'9". Yeah.
No, 6'7". 6'7" on this.
Draxler.
Yeah. Draxler was 6'7" on Sofa score. Let me bring up the what was the other one?
On the graph we just saw.
Wait, there's 2 of them. There's this one here. He was 5'9" on goal point.
Yeah.
Goal point.
Yeah, that's one I saw. Yeah, I mean, look at it though. And then
regardless, Odie's the only one that's lower than him in both of them.
Yeah. And it wasn't really. I mean, you can't really fault Odie for the 2 goals. I mean, the first one, the defense was sleep. They were completely sleep, and let's start it there, right? Completely sleep after like peppering Rio Ave's box and getting in and creating chances. You fall asleep real quick. Antonio Silva kind of finds himself on an island by himself. Not that he played bad defense, there just was nobody behind him. Nobody caught up to the player. And it's a goal for Rio Ave, and actually laughed when shit like that happens. It's actually like,
I think
that's a joke. Come on, that's laughable.
I think it's easy to blame the keeper when there's like 5 shots, maybe 6 shots the entire game, and you can see 2 goals. But it's more like who gave Guga the space to even try that. And like you said, the first goal, I think it's almost like the defense was like nowhere to be seen. It was almost like they were celebrating a goal that didn't happen. It was weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, all in all, I don't think Odie can be blamed for the 2 goals. There are games where he can probably be blamed, but not today. I don't think.
Yeah, I'll say one thing. The one for just looking at the 11, going back to kind of the guys we called up. I think Draxler had a rough game. I agree with you guys. But at the same time, with rotation, I don't blame Schmidt saying, you know what, let's give this guy a go. Let's see what he can do. It's a team we should win, and you can take a little bit of a gamble to try to see if we can work some of these guys to 11, and it didn't work out today. The one that annoys me, though, is Diego Gonzalez, because that guy hasn't shown up. He has not shown up. He's been pretty rough for a while. And we just got so much talent, I find, on the team that I just look at it and go, I don't know. There's one guy I don't know much about Draxler, to be honest, how well he can fit into his side or not. You got to give him a bit of time and see if he gets the groove and hopefully improves. And if he doesn't, he doesn't. There's another guy like Diogo Gonzalez that's had a lot of time with this team and just has not, to me, fit it. I just don't get the warm and fuzzies when I see him on the 11. Now, again, he didn't have a horrible game today, but it's just one of these things where it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh on him. But
I think with Diogo is one of those things where there's two ways I look at it. Either he's showing up in training and Schmidt is like, I want to keep you here because I see glimpses of what you can be for us, or send him to the B team because they can do with him in the B team more than, if he's only going to come in every now and then and do that, with all the respect, and I don't mean to be harsh here, go to the B team. Go to the B team, stay there until January, and then we'll see, And then if maybe somebody comes in and gets you on loan, like a Estoril or a Braga, it's the mayonnaise of the match.
You don't understand how much Luis loves the mayonnaise. Like, it just, it's insane. It's like this guy, like all this, the memes on mayonnaise just keep coming to the show. I can tell you.
Well, actually, no, I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Do you want to go to the back? No, let's not.
No. No, well.
I gotta go into it.
Not at 30 miles an hour, at least. No. That's
sure. God.
I'm gonna put the mayo in the fridge. Maybe I should do.
Yeah, before it curdles. But I agree with you, Mario, about Diogo. I think he just does not dangerous player. He just doesn't offer anything out on the wing. He's not explosive. I mean, he's an above average passer, that's for sure. He's a good passer of the ball, but like nothing else. I mean, he's not really offering nothing else. He doesn't push defenses back. Ain't nobody worried about him out there on the wing.
Sorry. Just laughing at Sergio Ramos. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
So PSG are not only resting Messi and Neymar, now they're resting Ramos as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ.
They're angry. They're frustrated.
Look at the coach. Is the coach sitting down? He might be resting too.
The funny thing is, if they're frustrated and struggling, like literally, if they are struggling right now and not being able to get the result, and it's 0-0, and they're angry after our match, and they're getting angrier today, and we could just like piss them off the first half of that game in France, just like really drive nuts. These are the type of guys that they're gonna snap. Neymar's gonna snap. Ramos is gonna snap. Messi's gonna sit down on the floor, start crying like he always does. Like as soon as things don't go his way, he gets that like Downs look and starts looking down and gives up. Like, and Mbappe's gonna be like, at least I got 300 million in the bank.
Yeah, that's a team that's been in turmoil all off season now and during the season. And I think Benfica is a perfect team to take advantage of something like that.
To reply to Benfica fan, I think we are in no position or need to even think about doing that. I think it's way more beneficial for the player and the club right now to, if you're not playing, go to the B team until January. And if you do well for the B team, I can guarantee you someone like Santa Clara, Estoril, they'll come and grab him for the rest of the season. And then maybe over there, you can show up. And next season, we don't know what's going to happen with the players we have right now. You might have a spot. Or at least
you'll have to find someone. I mean, you'll have to find someone to take his spot now, though. I mean, the Benfica bench, a lot of people say it's not deep. It's deep in certain places, right? And right back, left back. I think the left back, right back position, center back, midfield, defensive midfield. I mean, defensive mid. I mean, Tino, Frederick. So it's not a team. I hear this a lot. It's not a team that's lacking depth. I think it's lacking depth in positions of dire need, if you will. I think if Rafa is not playing well or he gets hurt, because he plays at 100 miles an hour every game, you know what I mean? And you've got to depend on a guy like Diogo Gonçalves. I mean, look, the goals are going to come because Benfica is just like a well-oiled machine right now. But Diogo is not going to be a part of that, he'll be a cog in the wheel. You know what I mean? He'll be the monkey wrench that you'll throw in a little bit. It'll be a little bit of a monkey wrench if you have to go with him for a long time. Yeah. And I'm not saying, I don't mean to say, he's just not a bad player. He's not a bad player. He's just not good enough for Benfica right now. What we're trying to do. He just don't make the cut. Yeah. In my mind. And I'm not a fucking scout or nothing like that, but I'm watching a game and every time I see him get the ball, I'm like, like that's got to be something. That got to mean something. You know what I mean? That means every time I've seen you touch the ball prior to that, You've done zero with it. I mean, I remember 2 great goals, but that was like 2 seasons apart. You know, like you scored 1 great goal and then we loaned you out and then you came back and scored 1 great goal. That's all you got.
I think Nuno Carvalho brings up.
Bring Guga.
I think Nuno Carvalho brings up a good point that you got Tiago Araújo, but that goes back to what I was saying. Like Tiago Araújo seems to be getting more attention now once he's left to go to Estoril, and everyone's like, you know what, we could really do with him because he's left to go to Estoril. So maybe like do the same with Diogo because like Jota, for example, he wasn't getting time. Then he went to Celtic. Never mind the deal itself, but he went to Celtic and look, everybody wanted him back then. Although a lot of people will say, "Oh, Jota doesn't make the cut," Jota needs to be loaned out. It was just maybe not the right way.
Yeah,
exactly.
And you'd have to pay to get him back, right? Like you'd have to pay a fee to get him back or something like that. I mean, you just wait, let him mature, let him have his good year. Let him build confidence. Don't bring him over here and then sit on the bench and then just so we can have him, start every once in a blue moon. Let him go out, let him finish his season out. But but find somebody in January, you know what I mean? Or find someone on the B team right now. You know what I mean? We ain't got a young kid, a young winger who want to just.
There was somebody that asked a question about Henrique Araújo and Musa, and I
just want to. Opinio.
Yeah.
It was Pinho.
Those three.
Oh, was it Pinho? I think the only reason that Araújo is not playing is because he's doing great where he is at the moment, and I think Gonçalo and Henrique counter like each other. I think they're very similar players. And when he takes Gonçalo out and puts Musa in, he wants a different sort of play. He wants more of like a direct play, whereas he wants. Although I still say, as long we 1-4-2, we look strongish. Although it does worry me that we had like 20 odd shots and we only scored 4 goals, and there's something missing there. Like if there are games where we only
scored 3 goals.
Yeah, actually, scored 3 goals. Yeah, because the keeper scored 1 for us. So there was there again on that same note. If you take away our 4 defenders, you have 6 players left, right? Midfield and attackers. Out of those 6 players, 3 were known starters. So it could have something to do with that. Maybe Neres and Rafa would have done it a bit differently. But it is good that we see some fresh legs.
Hey, but to answer the question, out of Musa, Araújo, or Pinho, who would I rather have? This is an honest question. This is serious. I'd rather have Seferovic. So that's I'm dead ass. No, I'm fucking dead ass. No, I am.
You're not serious with that kind of.
No, I'm so serious. I'm so dead ass serious. I'm serious. I am. I know. I know.
I need some medicine.
No, I'm serious. No, I am, bro. You know why? Because even Seferovic. Look, I know. Hey, we all got our players that we would rather. My point is, Seferovic, as ass as he was sometimes, by now would have already fell into at least 4 or 5 goals. Like that's just who he is. Hey, man, I'm sorry, Fabs. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But Musa took. I mean, it took him a silver platter. It took him like a silver platter to get on the sheet. It took Pinho. It took Pinho forever to get on the sheet. Like all I'm saying is, and I don't mean it literally. I'm just saying I'd rather not have any 3 of them motherfuckers. Yeah. I'd rather have somebody else. All right.
I think what Mel is saying.
My point is, he would at least that motherfucker falls into goals. These motherfuckers run away from goals. Like that's crazy. I don't understand that. Y'all make sense. Make that make sense.
Go ahead.
Right. It's a quick one. I think what Mel is saying is this is not so much a statement on Seth. It's more a statement on Musa, Pinho, and
absolutely.
I wouldn't say
it's not saying they'd rather have Seth. It's saying they'd rather not have those 3. Because realistically, I think Musa can be something. I can see him maybe, but the other 2, Pinho, B team, he plays well. Yes, I saw some goals to the B team. He has an amazing free kick. But I don't know. Musa, I mean, time will tell. But hey, I'll let
time will tell. Time will tell. But it's not like Musa was showing flashes like Darwin that first year. We were all pissed off. But then we saw him play, and we're like, you saw in moments.
You're
like, You're like, hold on. Yeah, maybe. Fucking maybe left wing. Yeah, fuck it. Throw him on left wing. Oh shit, he can play left wing. I'll put him in striker. Oh shit,
One to watch. One to
watch. Yeah. All I'm saying is he's right. Luis hit it right on the head. And I brought Seferovic up, obviously, because he was a striker that we got rid of to keep the 3 guys that we have on the team. The 3 guys on the team, those 3 guys just, 2 goals out of the 3 in the league. I mean, they don't get too much time, whatever.
Okay.
2 goals out of 3 players. Come on, bro. Come on.
Let me ask you a quick question before Mario goes. So take Seth out of the equation, yeah, and put RDT or Raul Tomas. Are you still having these 3 or are you having Raul Tomas? See, it's a statement on the 3 and not on Seth.
It's a 3. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because you're right. I can take him. Or what's the Brazilian kid? That what's it?
Not Caio.
Vinicius. Huh? No, Vinicius.
Oh, Vinicius. I thought we was going to CL7, man. I was like, fuck.
That's extreme. That's just mean. That's mean. That's just cruel and unusual.
Or Vinicius. That's my point. Yeah. These guys just haven't. Yeah, these guys, and we hear start out. I wanted to say that and be like, everybody's like, Seferovic, what the fuck? Look, I didn't mean literally, all right? I just mean, look, we need to find some guys who can fall into a couple more goals, even in the winding minutes of the game versus Rio Ave or Boavista or somebody trash like that. No offense, but I'm just saying, like, he fell into the goal finally out of and that pass was fucking bad. That shit barely got there. I was really happy it did, but I mean, come on, guys. Like, we're not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, Musa's the fucking future. Like, no way. If we sold Ramos and we had to play with Musa, you think we'd be 13, 14, 15 games undefeated?
16 now, isn't it?
16 now?
So the main thing I would say,
unbeaten. I'm sorry, unbeaten, not undefeated.
So, we got 3 guys mainly we're talking about. So there's shoulda, woulda, coulda, and all the other fun stuff. But 3 guys are Rico Rouge, Musa, and Pingu. The way I rank them, and I'm not disagreeing with you guys, I think Rico Rouge has tons of potential, tons of talent, very similar to Gonzalo Ramos, and it seems like they just haven't worked it well together. But there's a comment Nelson made, which is Ramos was really scoring. Get a year, give him time, maybe they deliver. But if I'm going to look at these 3 honestly, and I go, who do I want to give time to? And I rank them. The last person that should ever see the Benfica shirt again on the pitch is a Pingu. Pingu is age 31. He'll be 32 by the end of the season. He's never done anything in his career and had one semi-decent season. He had a decent season at Marítimo, but that's about it. Like, we used to make fun of Seth having a really poor career and one good season at Benfica. This guy had an even worse career in a sense, and he's 31. Musa, to me, he's 24.
What's wrong with you being 31, bro? I'm 32. What you got against that?
You're a dinosaur, man. We're old, man. We're old, man. Dude, we take it day by day. We take it show by show. Every time you guys tune into the show and you see me, I guarantee you there's people out there, she's still alive. That's so nice.
Fuck's sake.
Still alive, man. Take it day by day.
Okay,
you know, give me your thoughts and prayers every time I close my eyes at night.
Anyway, go on, Pingu.
Anyways, but I would say, so Pingu to me is the bottom. Musa is 24, and that's the one I would say, you know, he's a prime age. He's shown himself in many positions to look like he could do something, but he hasn't. And he repeatedly hasn't done it. And that is frustrating because this team right now has been playing very well, and we're serving up a lot of balls on a platter. You got to do more with it. And I think there's a little bit more opportunity when it comes to, you know, we rotated today. I think it was a good rotating. I hope he doesn't start against PSV or not PSV, PSG, similar teams. You know what I mean? PSV is a little better. But hopefully he doesn't start against PSG. Then we got Caldish. Hopefully he starts against Caldish. You know, like, I don't mind what some of these. I'm willing to give Musa a little bit more time because maybe there's something in him and maybe he can do something. And he looks like an interesting character. But Pingu, to me, it's like, give him a little bit more time. He's going to be 32. He's, you know, it ain't like these other guys. Like Raj, I agree with like Nelson's call. Raj,
he's good.
He's half decent and he got lots of years on him. Fucking Pingu, give him a little more time. He's retired. He's done.
Oh, you guys see that goal?
Like
he's decent.
Social Security. Fucking guy.
Exactly. Guys looking into like this benefits plan already.
Hey, today, before Musa though, and look, he looks like a guy like that should score a lot of goals. He's got the body type, he's got the frame. all of that.
The crazy ass eyebrows.
Today, before he scored that goal, weird. He had a shot. It was offsides. It ended up being offsides, but he put it right on the keeper. He put it right on the keeper. Like 1-on-1, nobody in the area. He hits it right to the keeper. And at that moment, I was like,
it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating.
So what it leads me to is we're facing PSG. Do I want to see him on the 11? God, no. I'll be like, what are we doing? So
no.
He's not. But I think with the Taça game, give him another go. I'm okay giving him a go. But if I see the Taça Portugal, if I don't see Musa playing, I want to see Odica Rouge playing. If I see Pingu playing Taça Portugal, I'm like, you're wasting too much time. Like we have too many guys as options. I think they need some minutes. Use them wisely.
Mario, we've always had that second option too, brother. Always had that second option at striker. Even like going back to Jonas, I mean, you got Mitroglou. Then after that, Raul Jimenez came. And then you kind of you always had that next guy going. Yeah. You know what I mean? Darwin, now you had Gonzalo Ramos. But, I think right now I don't think we got that guy. Maybe he's on the B team. Maybe he's on another team. Maybe he's in Europe or Brazil or Argentina. I don't know. But yeah, like you said, how much time? Yeah, it'll come. Yeah, hopefully, bro. And I said, hopefully that's the beginning of more goals for Musa.
That's all you need. You just need to kind of break through, get the one, pop it, and kind of go from there, right? See what else you can get. But I would say it's a 4-2 victory, and it oddly felt kind of semi-disappointing because just the amount of chances we wasted. It's a good win. I'm happy we won. We didn't really exert ourselves. We rested guys, and I'll be honest, man. It's and also when it was one of our own guys that are on loan that's scoring on us, and decent goals by him, it's like, he's still one of us, and we'll get to see him later on. It's okay. If it was a Porto player on loan doing that to us, I'd be pissed. Yeah. So to me, I'm just looking at more like you got some fresh legs. We're back on the W screen right now with Benfica winning. We're undefeated for how many games now? I've lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4,
16.
5, 6, 7, 16 games, man. That's a wild run we're on right now. So keep it going, man. Keep it going. I'm hyped for this.
See, I'd like that, Louis Guerrero. I'd agree with that.
Here we go.
Cheeky bet. I think it could be a powerhouse on those days where everything seems to be going wrong. It reminds me a lot of I don't want to say it. No, I'm not going to say it. No.
Anything I'll curse him?
Yeah, we're sorry. We've had technical issues. Okay,
that's good to know.
I just got an email. I was like, what? Oh, also, speaking of João Vitor, I was surprised that we didn't see Brooks today. In terms of it's 4-1.
It was a weird. That's a one criticism on that PSG game. Bringing out Brooks felt weird how he did it. The prior game, when we used Brooks.
I get why he did it. I get it. He came in at the free kick.
Get in the box, mate. Yeah.
Get in the box. Yeah, get in the box, big fella.
But I'm just saying, okay, if that's I always kind of in my head, okay, if this is someone you want to work in, give him a few minutes today, see how he does.
That's why I thought. Yeah, that's why I thought.
No, that's an odd one.
Against Boavista. Today's going to it's 4-1. Otamendi's been playing quite a lot. He's the captain. He'll understand it. Put some guy on, give him some minutes where he actually plays and not, as a striker. If that makes sense.
I don't remember. Was Musa, Araujo, or being already in the game when Brooks came in?
Against
Boavista?
Against Boavista?
Musa was, I believe. Was he? No, actually, no, maybe not.
Boavista.
That's all I'm gonna say. I don't have to say anything more.
No. I don't think Henrique was. No. Henrique wasn't there.
Pinho for sure wasn't there. Pinho wasn't on there. Was Musa on there?
Are you talking about Boavista? Well, you guys are confused.
All I'm saying is
because you speak about Brooks coming on, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about Boavista.
Huh?
Why Boavista?
What was the game before PSG?
Oh, Guimarães. Was it
Guimarães?
Yeah. Same fucking thing, man.
No, I brought up Boavista's lineup. I'm like, I'm not seeing this. I'm still the wins.
My bad.
Okay, now again, I'm looking at the right lineup. I'm looking at the right lineup. I was trying to see who. Yeah, he brought on Musa. He brought on Brooks. He brought on
he's in already. Okay,
Musa was there. All right, cool. I wasn't sure about that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. I was just wondering.
I was trying to bring up the lineup, and I'm looking at the Boavista one. I'm like, I'm looking at the wrong game.
Because why wouldn't he play? Why wouldn't he bring him in? Right? I don't know. Maybe because he doesn't score. I don't know. But I guess he was in.
All right. Let's Treat the match, play the match, the fun
Let's
stuff.
show this up, man.
Real quick, Mario, before you do that, bring up the question that we had on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. Here.
Yeah. So we got a guy,
this is
for my guy Nigel. He hit us up on Benfica After 90 for away game. So any of you guys could help this guy out. He's trying to go see Benfica in away game on the 16th. Who they play, Mario?
On the 16th of October, Benfica play.
That's the
Caldas. Yeah, so he just wants to know, should he get tickets before? Is he going to be able to pay for tickets at like a box office type of thing? Somebody help him out.
The league starts selling tickets officially 3 hours before the game starts in Portugal on a good day. No, how the heck do they do Taça Portugal? The federation runs the Taça Portugal. So I'm just looking on their website now. I'm going to see if I can get you the I don't want the
Wait, so he wants to go to Caldas, right?
Caldas. He wants to the Caldas match. And Caldas will have, each club gets a bit of tickets to sell.
I got you. I understand now.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who. I thought it was the Federation. I know the Federation does a cup final, I thought, but they allotted the tickets to.
I actually don't know. And I wouldn't think they would sell tickets on a day, though, because I don't know why Portugal doesn't seem to want to do that.
No, they don't sell tickets at like a box office. I can't imagine that.
They do, but on the day, I don't know why. Like, especially like Benfica,
sometimes
they hate do that. I don't know why they don't do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess
the day before. At least the
day before is fine, but on a day, unless you go to the shop like in Colombo, which is like across the road, but in the actual stadium, it's so hard to get tickets on a day. It's like they don't do it. I guess it's to avoid crowds and stuff, but still, like, what the fuck?
So, like, he could probably go out there the day before, get tickets.
Yeah, but he's from Lisbon, so he has to go all the way the day before and stuff. So I guess surely he'd be able to do it online.
I'm going to try to find out.
How big is the stadium? It might only be like 500 people or some shit.
It's very small. Taça Portugal.
Is he the cameraman? Is he going to be the guy filming the game for us?
I hope so. I would think he'd let him in for free if that was the case.
Fucking hell, man.
So I went to College doesn't have like a proper Facebook, or sorry, doesn't have a proper website. They don't have a website. So I have to. Their website is basically a link to Facebook.
They can't afford a web design.
Yeah, so it basically links to Facebook, and the main post right away is a communication saying how they got fined by the Liga for something. It's like 32 minutes ago is what they're bitching about. They did. Let's see if they have any link here.
I can try and ask Pedro. Pedro will know.
Yeah, let's see if we can find it.
Pedro will probably go as well.
Caldas is a special one to go to, eh? I'm thinking the Caldas is the other one. They're the penis club.
No, that's Barcelos, bro.
Yeah, that's true too, right there.
No, Barcelos is a cock one.
What magnitude?
Talk about the dildo club.
What are you talking about?
If
they make dicks for a living.
If we can't find it, Louis, magnitude's right. Reddit is a classic place. You probably can get that answer. That question.
Oh yeah, Reddit. Yeah. I don't use Reddit enough. Yeah. Or I'll ask Pedro today. He's probably gonna go. He's probably going. He'll probably tell me where to get tickets.
Yeah, if you could do that, we'll let the guy know. You reached out to the Twitter, and
Yeah, I'll let you guys know.
If we get another guy out there in a red kit, then let's get him out there.
And I'm not being a jackass or anything. Just I'm being. I don't know if Nigel's. If he sounds maybe British because of the name. I'm being like a knucklehead here, but
yeah, that's not too far off. I'm sure
it sounds like a British name, but if he's never been to college, like I'm not trying to be. They're just known for being a penis town. Like this is what they do.
No, Mario, no.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought I was gonna know. I thought I was gonna. Not gonna share that. That photo you sent me. That one's just a me to you. I thought.
What is that? A shot? Is that a shot glass or a weed pipe?
I don't know what that is. I just know when you go to Caldas, that is all that's in Caldas.
Just dick.
Everywhere. Everywhere you go to the playgrounds. They have dick slides. They got.
Jesus Christ.
Like I'll show you this. Here's another one. I'm like. You want to see, actually, how about this? Instead of me like downloading the photos, I'm just going to be lazy. I'm going to share screen. I'm on the Googles. I hope nothing inappropriate comes up. Caldas dick. This one comes up. This is like, look at this. This is what they do. This is what they make these things. They make these things look super Bach. They do these ones.
We're gonna get
look at this old man. That's what they sell. They have stands on the side of the road. They sell penises.
And every now and then you get a bonus.
Here and there, like it's just this is the thing. Here's
not
Anna.
not that one.
Here's Anna. She's going for a ride. That's They have look at this old man. I just right out the key. Like they have molds of this. This is the town. That's what they're famous for. It is what it is. So the fans. It's funny in the stands. The fans have banners with massive penises. It's very funny. It's actually the team to watch. This is gonna be a great. I can't wait. They're gonna have a little supporter say, "I'll be Benfica," but there'll be a supporter clack of Caldas, and they got these massive ballingers they hold with massive things that says Caldas on, it, and they go like this the whole time. It's hilarious. It's what I tell you, Nigel. You're gonna have a blast. You're gonna walk in there and you're gonna see Benfica just going nuts because they always go nuts. But as and
the Caldas going dicks. Dicks are nuts.
Yeah, it's like.
Can I just say something? If you tune into the show right now, this is Benfica After 90. We do discuss Benfica and all things football. No, we're not dicks and we're not into that sort of stuff. But Mario just, they thought he would share some Pamplona. No, that's another nice place in Spain. They have a nice festival there.
Yeah, he does for a living. Yeah, he makes cocks for a living. It's the take your kid to work day. Remember that?
So stuff.
The guy,
Sus town.
What's your That's funny.
That's just good stuff. That's just funny.
The funny. Okay, so between Cynthia and I, right? She has a prima, a lovely woman, older woman, very religious. I'm talking church. She's such a good human being. Does charity work. Doesn't swear. She is Caldish to the core. So it's just so funny how you'll see these velhotes. They're still old sweet velhotes. And they're they're talking about church. If someone swears, they're gonna be, hey, watch your language. Yeah, he's polishing a shaft as he's talking to people. Hey, don't jaywalk. You go around. Stop signs over there as he keeps polishing the shaft. It's just.
You know what I heard Mario just say? He's like, I got this nun friend. She's a nun, but she enjoys a dick every now and then.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna get age restricted, which is not a bad thing to be honest.
Well, she has this is true. There's the Jesus. It's I tell you, the Jesus statues. You see of Caldas, Jesus is a big thing. I'm not. You get that holy water differently.
Jesus
that holy water comes a lot different.
The cock mug is bigger. Is that what you're trying to say?
Hey, I guess it's a perfect time to do man of the match, Charisse of the match.
Yeah. Before we're fully shut down on YouTube again. All right, man. That was good, man. Sharice the match, play the match, all that fun stuff. I tell my search history is gonna be all messed up now. My search history bringing up this stuff. What I do for you guys.
The ads that you're gonna get now on Instagram and shit like that are gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I hear you're looking for certain things.
Yeah.
Now in Portugal.
Visit college.
Visit college.
This is dumb shit running on my iPod. It's really dumb things in my head running. So I'm I can't say half the shit that's running through my head.
Jesus Christ. All right. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first, man. I'll wrap it up, man.
You can't. Yeah. Oh God, man.
Jesus. Right. Anyway, my man of the match. My man of the match goes to, and this is gonna surprise everyone, but I don't give a shit about you lot. João Mário. I go in hard on the guy. I think he's slow, he's sluggish. Sometimes he always goes back when he should go forward. I think today he went back when he needed to go back. Most times, but there was only maybe 2 or 3 times where I think he could have gone forward, but he went back. So it was better for me today. even though he was swapping between left and right, he seemed to be consistent on either side, and obviously gets an assist. I almost give that assist to Enzo because that pass was from Enzo. The big pass was from Enzo, but I think it takes composure to at least see the man and basically just square it, just say, hey, have the goal. I think it looked decent today. My Chorizo, I mean, it's pretty fucking simple. Draxler. Not going to say anything else. My moment of the match goes to Samalic, man. Like that brought a little tear to my eye. We always hear about players coming to our club, staying in our club, and then going off with our club, if that makes sense. But you know, you got players like Saviola, Aymar, Gaetan. They went off and stuff, and especially Aymar and Saviola, you don't see them again. They don't get that sort of comeback, and to see Samalic come back and literally crying, it almost make me want to go. I almost, if I was Javi, I would have been like, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing at the end of the season, man? Like, we could do somebody out here like you, train our midfielders, to be aggressive and get and take some shots off, So yeah, big hug to Samalic. She's definitely watching this. Samalic, man, big hug. We're good friends, me and Sam. So yeah,
fucking love that. He cried before. He cried before and after the fucking match.
Yeah, he's a crybaby.
Yeah, he's a fucking crybaby.
Hey, he's a true bifikista.
Yeah, he's a crybaby. Stop crying.
I would cry. I would cry. Magnitude said Ramos for his MVP, Shikingu for his Chorizo.
I'll go next, Mario.
Yeah, go for it, man. Yep.
I'm going to go my player of the match. I'm going to go with Ristic. I thought he was a hell of a player today for getting his first minutes, and that's really the reason I'm going to get it to him. We've seen a lot of people get their first minutes with Benfica and just not really do much, not show up, aka Draxler, things like that. But to get your time to shine and to get the most of it, get an assist, be involved heavy in the game, and not far too much a drop off as far as Grimaldo. And again, I'm a fan of Grimaldo. Don't get it. I'm not saying anything bad. I like Grimaldo. I think he's a hell of a player. Wasn't a lot of drop off. And that's just a kudos to Ristic for coming in, being ready for the moment, ready for opportunity, and actually providing something to the team, giving something. It's not just stat, but an assist and fire. And the guy looks tough, and the guy, the hell of a player. So I'm gonna give my man of the match to him. My play of the match was Ramos's second goal, the outside foot, the pass from Enzo. That's a big boy goal right there. That's the kind of goal that he should have finished in PSG. That's the kind of goals that he should score on a constant with the service that he's been getting. He got to finish his lunch, and I take that from Luis. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was my moment of the match until Samalic obviously happened. Can I ask you, there's no right or wrong answers here, but can I ask you if there's anything about that finish or that goal that makes it be your moment of the match? Because to me, that was something specific about that goal. And it's so easy.
It was just the automatic. It was just he took it and he banged it. You know what I mean? He took it. He just kicked it. Yeah, he took it down. Yeah, he took it down right. He didn't pop it off. He took it down right, and he just shot the fucking ball with his left.
Yeah,
with his left.
That's what I was gonna say. He didn't look for his best foot. He looked for just bang it. Yeah,
that's my problem with him. Sometimes he don't finish his lunch. He always comes out with the doggy bag. He always leaves the game with a box because he always asks for the waiter. Hey, can we get a box? Because I ain't finished. We didn't finish all of our meal here. And today he ate everything. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to do a couple extra laps to get the weight off today. He ate everything on his plate, and now it's kind of goals we're gonna need to see against the big boys like PSG coming up. All right. My Chorizo of the match. My Chorizo of the match, I'm going to have to give it to Draxler as well. Like I said, I'm not going to say – I'm not saying he was terrible because I just didn't see him. I didn't even know he was there. I don't want to talk behind the guy's back kind of thing, right? Because the fucking guy wasn't there.
He's German after all.
Yeah. So what am I going to say? What the fuck am I going to say? The only time I saw him, he did a nice little, move in the box, but that was it. You know what I mean? But and then to look at a 5'9", Jesus Christ! I mean, I think even Odie played better than he did, and he's just a goalkeeper. You know what I mean? Let two past him. You know what I mean? So and honorable mention to that second goal from Rio Ave. That shit was fucking dope. I don't give a fuck, bro. When I'm watching when I'm up 4-1, and you score a goal like that, I'm like, yeah, good shit. I'm glad I got to see it. Now, you know what I mean? I'm glad I got to see that shit today. It was fucking amazing. My team won. I saw some great fucking goals. It was a fucking great Saturday.
Yeah.
It was a fun match, man. It was a fun match. You kind of always wish for more, right? Like, but we got the win. We keep fucking just banging them out. We're doing amazing. Not much to complain. Banging them out, exactly, Luis. There we go. I want to, before I kind of say mine, I guess, just to go back to what some other people had. Joe Fikisha Americano sent us his. He said Enzo for his man of the match, agreeing with everyone with Draxler on the Sharice the match, and the play of the match was Enzo's pass to Gonzalo for the third goal. That's what he liked.
Oh yeah.
What he saw in terms of it. It's a good one, man. That was mint, man. That was good.
Enzo's so dope. Fuck.
You see how much?
That is so dope.
Even though Tino is a beast, do you see how much we lost once he was out?
Did you see that play? Y'all see that play Tino made today? He made an errant pass, like a This fucking guy,
he's learning, man. I think Enzo is like a
rocket. Like, he made the pass. Tino made the pass. Fuck, I fucked up, and he already
and then
saw
it just goes,
immediately where he was. Oh, that's who he's gonna go to, right? Because in my mind, the Tino's like, that makes the most sense. I'm gonna go cover him. Boom, intercepts the ball. I'm like, holy shit. That's what you do. You be accountable. He's that who is Florentino Luis this year. He's being accountable. If he makes a bad pass, he makes up for it by playing defense. If he fucking, if he gives the ball up, if he loses the ball, he goes to get the ball back. Like, the dude is a fucking beast, bro. I'm so glad he's making my ball worth more money a little bit now because I got CL7 on the ball.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Though, if the kid keeps killing it, he gets bigger and greater and greater. Let's say a few years from now, he's like one of the best defensive mids, right, out there. You're gonna bring out that throwback, and you're gonna come out walking out to like Drake started from the bottom. Now he's here, and you have like the CL7 with his name.
Oh shit!
That's where he came from. He persevered through that.
I'm gonna get some goof off, bro, and just wipe that shit right off. And just
no, because let's say there's a freak event that they call Tino up to Seleção, and he plays for the Seleção, and he wins.
He should play over William. He should be playing over William.
Let's say they win the World Cup. You just smudge out that's the L a little bit. Just smudge the L a bit so they can't tell if it's a CR7 or a CL7. And you're gonna have a TU, and I feel like they're not even gonna be able. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna
RDT.
Mine's gonna be very, very quick.
RDT.
Man of the match for the fans. I think amazing. The turnout's absolutely fantastic. We need that. And mine's gonna be very similar to yours, man. Enzo, for me, as a player, he had a great game, but also he fell off a little bit against Vitória. He kind of was like, he's a good player. And we want to see him do well, and it's just great to kind of see him get a hiccup and then bounce back and kill it the way he's killed it, right? I think he's a true gem. Draxler, I won't go into it, but yeah, I'm going to agree with you. As much as I want to say shoot Kingu, Draxler was the weakest link today. And you know what? I was going to agree with Joe on on his play of the match, but I agree with Luigi on the Samaris thing, because when I saw that choked me up a bit seeing that, and I really hope he gets called back up to Benfica in a some kind of capacity to coach one of the youth teams, something just in the club. He's a club. You need these guys that you see videos of these old men that are around the club for the youth teams, the academy, that they bleed for the shirt. They love the shirt. To have like a Greek international, a player of his caliber, that was a good player for us, that is going to, for the rest of his days, wants to stay in Portugal and be part of the club. Give him that opportunity. Give him a little check. Let him come in. They hopefully, and I respect the guy. They want to keep playing. It's all good. I just hope the club makes a space for him in the clubhouse somewhere.
Man, my man loves the country. He loves Lisbon. He loves the club. And I tell you what, those tears weren't just about Benfica. It was about the moment. It was about the city as well. He remembers everything about that. Benfica sort of summarizes that localization, that heart. Like, it was everything together. Like, it was like, I'm in Lisbon. I want to stay here. I don't want to go up to fucking, Aveiro. That I want to stay in Lisbon, man. Like, this is what I'm. That's where I'm from.
Yeah. No, but after the last Biffy Keisha that played with us that went there, Mr. Pantless Joe, fucking Fabio Contron, he I kind of saw funny that Samadhi's it's actually kind of a weird, comical, sick joke that Samadhi's pushed down not Samadhi's, fucking Contron pushed Samadhi's shorts. That photo.
Yeah.
And he was at Rio Ave. And now a few years later,
oh shit, yeah,
yeah, and Fabio Contreras was all acting all cocky and shit. Look who I am, and I'm like, you're just a fucking fool. Now it's like a couple years later, now somebody's at Real Ave, and he's probably like playing this game. He's like, oh fuck, I'm that guy now. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that. That's why he was crying before the match. He's like, I want them to love me. I don't want to be a dick. And we love him. We all love him. We all love somebody. We all love him.
Hey, the difference though was all this shit that Contron was saying.
Oh yeah, it's completely different.
Right? Yeah.
The sporting shit.
Somebody just wanted to remind him, like, bro, this is forever. You know what I mean? You don't. He
showed how you could do it. How you go to another team and still keep a connection.
Absolutely, but he never said anything bad about it. He wasn't holding up fucking scarves and shit like that. You know what I mean?
No,
Legend says that he's now doing exactly what he always wanted to do when he was a little boy. You know, his dream came true. He's now a fisherman. That's what he wanted to do ever since he was a little girl. I'm sorry, boy. He wanted to be a fisherman, and now he's done it. You know, it wasn't Benfica, it wasn't Rio Ave, it wasn't Real Madrid, it wasn't even the national team. He wanted to be a fisherman, so
he doesn't necessarily even have to be a fisherman, does he? I mean, I'm sure the guy has made millions.
No, he likes that.
He bought it's pretty cool. He doesn't have much money. He went to his hometown, took the money he had, and bought a few ships. Because the fishing business is going kind of under, and he runs a few fishing ships for a living now.
Yeah.
He's got a crew and everything.
The word on the street is that once he saw somebody's big fish, he was addicted to it.
Oh, hey, Fabs, hey man, you can, hey.
He is, yeah.
That's fucking awesome, man. Do you like the NFL, or are you just going like as a casual fan? Because it's it's. I know there's a drop off, you know what I mean, across the pond, if you will, with how you guys look at the NFL, because it's not football. We call it
a different audience also.
It's a totally different audience. Yeah. Well, you're gonna have a hell of a time.
I saw loads of adverts on TV. Egg ball this, egg ball that.
Egg ball. Yeah, see, egg ball.
Egging you on.
See, yeah. See, no, I'm just saying, you're gonna have a hell of a time, brother. I mean, have some fun, man. Go out there. If you have rooting interest in this game, if you're a Packers fan or a Giants fan, just go out there and have a good time, man.
I think he's a big fan.
Let's say the difference. There's a cultural difference. So I hope you have a good time. I hope it's a good game. I hope it's a good experience.
Absolutely.
But know that, and I'm just using a Canadian perspective. When the Buffalo Bills would come up to Toronto, and they did a couple seasons where they did these games in Toronto. We're a couple hours away from the Americans. We're like right next door to their land and how they do NFL. A few hours away, the NFL was extremely different. How it's hosted in a stadium, the vibe outside the stadium, the vibe inside. It is not the same. So enjoy it. It's a cool thing to see, but I'm wondering, it's very hard to recreate what these crazy Americans do around football, and the American football. And I've gone and visited, and it's very cool. It's a cool experience, but it's something else. It's not what you'd see in normal times. But yeah.
Have fun, brother.
No tailgating. They had no tailgating in Canada. Mine's are P's.
Well, my team's in Vegas. My team's in Vegas now, so you don't have to tailgate. There's no tailgating. You kind of just, you go you're partying in the hotel, and then you just walk over to the stadium, which is pretty cool. You're on the strip.
Bougie bastard. Party at the hotel, and now, freaking.
What's his name? We're at the MGM. We're on top of the MGM. Having.
You never guess what happened last time. We got my mattress on the roof, man.
It's like fucking. What's the movie Hangover?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Wakes up in the morning, he sees a little mushroom, starts licking it, and next thing you know, it's the Asian man's. Never mind now.
I have no interest in sport.
Hey, you know what though, Fabs? Go there with just an open mind, man. You might change your mind as far as
you might fall asleep. Also, I passed out at an NFL game once.
But you were drunk.
I was extremely intoxicated. I'm not Yes, I was. I actually was extremely. Not gonna lie. One of the guys went. Yeah, no, it was. But I literally, I slept through like the second quarter or the third quarter. I can't remember what I slept through, but I woke up for the fourth quarter. It was really fun. The first,
and I heard Tottenham Stadium's a hell of a fucking stadium too.
Wait, isn't the fourth quarter like the last quarter?
Oh, it was great. It was fun.
Men woke up in the end credits. You know what I mean? Like,
unless
I saw part of the beginning. I saw the first bit. I either slept in the second or third. I took a cat nap at some point, unintentionally. And then it was, and we were on the end zone, where it's like really ruckus and everyone's like jumping, going bananas, throwing shit. I took a nap partway through.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
and it was one of these types of naps.
Hey, Fabs, that's all I mean. You might end up liking it. You know what I mean?
It's fun. It's fun.
Might end up, it's fun. Man, it is. You're gonna see somebody get their head knocked off too. Somebody gonna get smacked, bro. It
was fun though. I'll do it again.
Hell of a good film. Was it? Yeah, man. I woke up right at the end, man. I only watched the bloopers. Must have been great.
I'm telling you, in my tender age, there's been times where I've been upstairs late at night. There's a movie that Miss wants to watch. I'll concede and we'll watch it. And next thing you know, partway through, I take a nap, and then she'll be like, "Are you okay? Are you sleeping?" I'm like, "No, I'm fine. I'm fine." And literally, I missed like 15 minutes. I don't know what the fuck happened. I just wiped the drool off my mouth and go, "Yeah, okay, let's keep going."
It's probably frozen to your face. It's so fucking cold out there.
He starts watching Lord of the Rings, wakes up, Benfica's on. Fuck me, Frodo's taking the time for the worst, isn't he?
All right, guys. That was a good show. Good fun.
Hell yeah.
We didn't get into the true genesis of what the mayo bit.
Oh, here we go. Fucking hell, dude.
But you know what? Let it be a mystery.
I put mayo on pizza, bro. Like that's it. That's literally it. I put a little bit of mayo on pizza.
Literally,
these guys have been
right before we went live. He sends a photo, and he had done this with mayonnaise on pizza. He's like, "This is so good."
Bro. There you go. It looks like I jizzed all over my plate, but yeah.
So we pretty much went to like very. We went to very ugly comments when we went live.
I can't even, bro. I can't. I fucking love you guys, bro. You guys, everybody in the chat, thank you guys again for stopping by.
PSG, we'll be back for PSG.
We'll be back for PSG for sure, guys. Peace. Enjoy your weekend. So
we can do a late one.
We can go right after. I mean, I'll be free. We can go right after.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Peace.
Get Mario drunk. Peace.